up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to Shut Up, Let's Talk, episode 93. Join along here with Iguana Man. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight, brother. How are you, dude?
Hey, man. Thanks for having me, man. I'm doing really, really well. Even better that I'm on this show, man.
Thank you so much, man. Jeez, dude. Man, you got the coolest videos in the world, man. They're pretty epic, dude.
Appreciate that. I would definitely say they're very unique, to say the least, you know.
That's super fun. Well, you know what? Before you get into who you are, I want to tell you, when I've told people all week that, you know, I'm having like an Iguana-Hunter on, you know what's the first thing they tell me?
What?
Where do you find these people? So, man, introduce yourself, bro. Thank you for coming on.
What's going on, guys? Name is Raj Danarayan, as known on YouTube as the Iguana Man. One of South Florida's premier iguana hunters. I work with a fleet of other hunters, but, you know, I'm the one trying to get some video of some of this action, edit it, put it on there, and, you know, share to the world what is going on in South Florida with this iguana invasion. It's serious, man.
It's an actual iguana invasion. That's not just for alliteration, guys. It's real, bro. So, all right. So let's back it up, man. I'm sure a lot of people, when they see your name, they're like, "Why iguanas?" And obviously, I know why, and we know why because we live in Florida. But for the people out there that maybe don't know, what is the iguana situation right now?
Okay, so iguanas are basically like pets gone wild in Florida. People had them, released them when they got big. Also, the state has been devastated by a lot of storms in the past, and a lot of reptile facilities. You know, all these iguanas that were in there, they were now free and met each other in the wild, started breeding, and now, you know, they're multiplying at a really alarming rate. So they're just being seen everywhere.
So where do they come from originally?
Originally, they come from South America, Mexico. They're in Amazon. They're in some of the Caribbean islands as well, Trinidad, Guyana, you know, stuff like that.
That's awesome, man. All right, man. So the amount of iguanas that I see every single day, it's insane. Like every canal, on the side of the canals, they all just hang out there. There's just like crews of them.
Yes, iguanas, they love water. It's one of their like escape routes, and they get to drink, socialize there. They ever feel
socialize? Hell yeah.
So yeah,
it's a Getty.
It's a Getty. They're all ganged up, and if there's ever a threat, guess what? They're jumping right into that water, and they're gone.
They're fast, dude.
They're
really fast.
Super fast.
It's scary how fast they are. Because sometimes you see like a lizard or like a snake or something, and you're like, oh, I could probably outrun that, right? No, then an iguana starts running. You're like, damn, I could run and it'll crawl up my back and into my soul.
They're gone, man. When they see you and they get spooked,
they're fast.
Doosh, like speeding bullet,
dude. So anyway, what's the biggest iguana you see? And I know it's the question everybody's thinking about right now.
Biggest iguana I've seen wild in Florida. I actually caught it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I caught it. He wasn't that long, but like where we caught him from, it was behind like a Chinese restaurant, and they were feeding him scraps. So he got all like beefed up on like Kung Pao chicken and stuff like that.
Should have cooked that one. We had the stuffing already. Like, that's amazing.
Hey, who said I didn't? No,
I'm kidding. That's amazing.
No, he was a legend. He actually got donated to a wildlife refuge where
awesome.
People can, you know, learn about him and see how big they can actually get. But we weighed him, and he weighed over 15 pounds of just pure iguana. That's huge.
Dude, I would not want to get whipped by that tail or whatever it is. It's just, they're crazy, dude. That's wild, man. So tell us a little bit about how this whole thing started, man. How were you like doing it as a kid? Were you like catching lizards as a kid?
Yeah, I used to catch lizards as a kid. Always out in the dirt doing, you know, looking for worms, lizards. First time I seen an iguana, I was like probably like 13 at Miami Sea Aquarium, and I seen this cute little green, you know, I've caught a bunch of the little brown ones. I seen a green one, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? As soon as I went to go get him, he just disappeared in the bushes.
Oh man.
And I was like, you know, as a kid, I was like kind of heartbroken. I was like, dang, you know, that was a really cool lizard. But in later years, I started noticing them everywhere, and I didn't really, you know, I was like, okay, there's some, wow, there's big iguana, whoa. And, you know, I didn't really think much of it. But then recently, that's where I've been seeing them, like you said, like by lakes. It's like a Getty of them. Yeah. They're just all ganged up.
It's like a Michael Jackson video shoot. Like all of the millions of people there. It's just unbelievable. Millions of iguanas, man. So let's talk about your YouTube channel for a second, man. It's amazing. Everybody go check it out really quick. Well, you know, after this video, go check out Iguana Man on YouTube. And I've learned a lot just by watching a few videos, man. It's insane how much information is packed into your videos. It really is like Discovery Channel.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it every day, because I live, breathe, I do everything iguanas. Ever since, you know, I've committed to it, and every day, like, I'm seeing new things, I'm learning new things. We're figuring out different ways to catch them. Also, if you're having an iguana problem at your house, which right now people are considering iguanas like pests. serious pests, especially people that live by the waters.
Yeah.
They have, you know, people that have fruit trees, people that have canal banks. The iguanas will actually dig by the canals. That's how they nest. They dig, doom, 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 doom. So you could be walking along your canal bank and fall right into a sinkhole. And
that's so brutal.
Yeah, it's happened to me quite a.
No way. Damn, dude. So I mean, you know what's funny? One of the things I noticed the most about your YouTube channel is when I check your videos out, right? I want to check the comment sections out, man. There's a lot of people out there are calling you like a monster. They're telling you like, "What are you doing? Like, how could you do this? What did these iguanas do to you?"
Yes.
So I gotta imagine, you know, like in a way that like, how do you react to that?
Well,
you know, what I mean?
like ever since my first video, I've been called that, even though I was just catching them, you know, and over time I've just developed thick skin. Like, I understand it's a very controversial and, you know, very touchy subject because people really admire iguanas. Like me personally, I have like this really beautiful one as a pet that I caught, and he's light green and he's only like this big, but he's very dominant. He thinks he's like a big like 6 foot monster.
Got personality.
Yeah, he's
That's
very
awesome.
Yeah, he's looking at me. He's like waving his head. He's like, so I can see why people, you know, it's a very touchy subject, but the truth of the matter is the iguanas are here, and there's estimated right now to this day there's an estimation of 10 million iguanas wild in Florida.
10 million, dude.
10 million.
Damn, man, that's kind of that's kind of insane. And I know they're like kind of messing up the ecosystem out here, right?
Yeah, they love to eat flowers, so they're eating like, you know, hibiscus. They're eating, you know, some of the native flowers, and some people saying that it could affect some of the native birds and butterflies and bees. So that's just all like a theory. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens, but. I mean, you know, we're just figuring things out like day by day.
Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do, man? It's tough. It's a new problem. So everybody's still trying to figure out the best way to approach it. You know, like, so I mean, what I know a lot of people are kind of, you know, catching them now. Is there any sort of like system where they're like cats, right? They catch cats and then they spay and neuter them. Is there something like that going on with iguanas?
It's funny. I went to Walmart and I seen like PETA people out there. You know, like, hey, donate to the dogs, donate to this. So. Me not telling them who I was like, hey, there's a lot of iguanas here. Like, is there something that you guys can do for the iguanas? And they kind of looked at me in like confusion and like a smirk on their face. They're like, really? They're like, no, there's nothing we can do about them. They said, I'm like, so I'm thinking like PETA people are supposed to be for all. Actually, it was ASPC. I'm sorry.
Okay.
ASPC. I guess they, you know.
Same purpose, right?
Yeah, exactly. And even the guy from ASPC knew. He's like, nah. He's like, they're invasive species over here, and they're taking over, you know, as a species.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, that's kind of, it's funny. Like, it's almost like they only want to take care of like the cute animals. It's like, if it's not cute, then we don't want to save it. Like, nope, sorry.
Same thing with the pythons. They don't want to save the pythons.
Right. You all saw Jurassic Park. You figure it out, folks. Like, what the? Like, what are you supposed to? Like, it's gonna have to be like the raptor scene in the kitchen where it's like all these iguanas are gonna start taking over. But anyway, man. So like. Well, what are some moments where some, you know, iguana hunting has gone wrong? You know, it's like, is there any been sort of like injuries or any sort of cuts and craziness?
I haven't got bit yet, but you know, if you guys can see my arms, it's like just covered in scratches, like they're tattoos. Like every other week, we're getting new scratches.
Yeah,
this, new that. But when I first got scratched, my body used to react to it. Now it's like kind of immune to it a little bit. But no, I mean, I'm really happy that I haven't got bitten by an iguana, you know, because their bites are like really, really severe. They have like triangular serrated shaped teeth. Oh. So the bite could be really quick, but it could be a quick and swift, deep bite. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild, man. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. But
the first time I ever saw an iguana, man, in my life, I think it was a beautiful one, by the way, because I'm sure they kept it as a pet for the, you know, because it was depending on where it was. I was in the second grade, and a friend of mine invited me to like a kickboxing lesson he had. He's like, you should come with me to today, dude. I was like, all right, let's do it. And I went with them, and they had this like little bridge, like a fake little man-made bridge that they made in front of this warehouse where they had this kickboxing gym. And there was an iguana. I thought this shit was a prop. I thought this thing was fake. I thought it was a statue. It should have been, because this thing was colossal, dude. I mean, maybe it was just the fact that I was a child at the time.
Yeah.
But this thing was huge, dude. This thing was like, it was probably bigger than me at that time. It was huge.
Yeah. Seeing a big iguana, and a lot of people like out there, like, you can see a picture of an iguana, you can see, you know, a video of an iguana, but actually seeing one of these giant iguanas in person, you're right, they are intimidating. They're huge, you know. Right. They're like dragons. They got big heads, big dewlaps.
Yeah.
You know,
is that what they call that thing?
Yeah, that's
a dewlap.
A dewlap. Yeah.
That's amazing. Dewlap. That's awesome.
It's like equivalent to us having a beard, you know, just attract the little iguana ladies, you know.
Let me shave my dewlap. Yeah, that's amazing, man. I need a dewlap trimmer. That's awesome. That's what's up. I never knew that. I always just called it the flappy thing, dude.
Yeah.
The flappy deal. The wing. The chin wing.
The chin wing.
Chin wings. Chin wings. That's a shut up. Let's talk all time low. Right. Chin wings. Anyway, man. Honestly, so like I said, I learned a lot about your videos, man. So if you don't mind, I would like to play a few seconds of one of your videos,
sure,
so people can check out what you got going, and you know, it let you guys know what we're talking about. Because with musicians, I always play a bit of the clips. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd like people to know who we're hanging out with tonight.
Sounds good.
So this is one of the videos that I chose, one of the favorite ones that I watched, and I'm sure it's a fan favorite among many. It is the cooking iguana egg omelet.
Oh.
And I'm gonna just skip around if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what is going on here?
Okay, so right here I'm with one of my friends, and doing a little iguana hunting. We end up catching one of these giant male iguanas right here, and as you can see, he's orange. That's breeding colors, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
They change colors?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The males, they'll turn nice and orange, red, white heads, very bright, to essentially attract females. Kind of like a, you know, check me out, I don't even got shoes on. It's out there in the Nike slides.
These iguanas, you're gonna see them in Ed Hardy shirts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got the colors out. That's what's up. Okay, so let's skip a little more. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's happening. Oof, what did look at this. Ooh. Oh, with the tail. Mm-hmm. I'm missing tail. Whoa. Oh, thank you, advertisements.
Oops.
Yeah.
So that iguana's missing his tail because obviously, you know, it lost it. They can release their tail, defense mechanism, and a bird or a cat grabs it. They can, you know, survive with their life, escape with their life, essentially. And,
pretty wild, man.
That tail. Ooh, look at this one right here. This is the one that had all the eggs. This big female iguana right here.
Oh my god.
She was massive.
Look at her, dude. She's like, I'm out.
Right now we're in an iguana nest too. In an iguana nest, you know, you see the water, you see all that, you know, foliage where they can hide. There's burrows there too, so it's really sketch when you're down there. And also when you're catching iguanas too, there could be gators watching you as well. So. Oh shit. Yeah, like you always gotta kind of, you know, be aware of your surroundings, check everything out.
I didn't even realize that. All right, let's skip a little more. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh. All right, and then I'm gonna leave you. And I'm gonna leave you guys with this image.
Oh my god.
And yeah, and I'm gonna leave you guys with that image. And yeah, you guys see that? And now we're back. So tell us what that last image was that we saw there, man.
Okay, that's me cleaning some iguanas and.
Shut Up, Let's Talk is for mature audiences only.
Well, you know, YouTube. I mean, it's suitable for YouTube.
Yeah, it's educational.
Exactly. So they didn't put an age restriction on it. So shout out to YouTube for not, you know, demonetizing or doing that to my video.
No, I think what you're doing is great, dude. And not to cut you off at all, but you know, really quick, people do call you a monster, and I take offense for you, I guess, because I'm just like, nah, dude. Like what you're doing is educational. This is a problem for people out here, and you know what? I think you're doing good with it, man.
Yeah,
so,
I don't take anything personal, like, you know, like bad stuff, because like I said, like in this game, like, you know, you gotta have thick skin. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm hunting iguanas. It is what it is. I love iguanas personally, but I mean, people are considering them a pest, and I'm trying to work with people to help, you know, like protect their property and stuff. I'm not saying anything bad, you know, with the iguanas, but who knows what's gonna happen next 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Our winters are getting hotter. They're not getting colder. They're getting hotter. Our summers are this year was at a record time high.
Dude, summer this year, dude. Oh my god, this farmer's tan. Guess what? This is summer 2K19, right here.
There were approximately 20 million iguana eggs laid over this summer. 20 million.
And spoiler alert, you know, for the video that you were doing. I'm sorry, but the fact that I hope you don't mind me spoiling this, but that iguana had 40 eggs.
Yep. 40 eggs.
40 eggs. So just to give people an idea of why this is an issue. Imagine how many, that's 40 eggs. Imagine multiple pregnant iguanas. What are you gonna? That's.
It's crazy to wrap the mind around. Yes.
Yeah, I can't even find the words for that. That's the population, overpopulation.
It's yeah, and see the iguanas. That's the main reason why they are a problem. It's because their population. That's the only thing. If there was if an iguana only laid like 5 eggs and it made 5 offspring every time, it wouldn't be that bad. But when you're having 30 eggs, 40 eggs, 50 eggs, they even my homegirl. Oh, shout out to Jessica from Iguana Solutions out there. She actually got an iguana that had 60 eggs in it.
Whoa,
60.
That's like the. If that iguana was a human, they'd have a show on TLC. But like, all right, 15 kids. Who would have thought? yeah, that's wild, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's that's the only issue with the iguanas is their population is they have a big population. They reproduce a lot. So that's the only issue that people are having. FWC mainly. That's the Florida Fish and Wildlife too. They actually put a open season out for iguanas.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. So yeah, they were like open season for people that don't know. You can kill them. That's your.
Yeah, basically you're allowed to catch and kill iguanas humanely, and they're actually pushing that on residents. But the thing with FWC is they're like a big organization. They're not going to really, show people how to do it and how to kill it. They'll tell you, but they won't show it because they don't want no dirt on their names. You feel me? They're a big, government funded organization.
Yeah, they don't want to seem heartless or anything.
Exactly. So, unfortunately, I got the short end of the stick on that, but I don't mind because this is real life over here. You feel me?
Yeah.
FWC could write stuff in books and put stuff on the computer, internet. But, I'm out here actually showing people how to catch them humanely, how to euthanize them humanely. And if you're a little daring on, trying new food, I mean, you could even, eat one too,
And here's something interesting that it was a concept that, I learned in one of your videos, and I thought it was great. It was the fact that, if we could change the way we think about what it's acceptable to eat versus keep as a pet, as far as animals go. So people think that the only animals that are okay to eat are like cows, chickens, and pigs, And that's what I'm saying. So if people were to add iguanas, imagine how many people you could feed, because since there's such a problem, it's just it's a mental thing. It's funny that in America, we're kind of like iguanas. Who eats those? What? And then there's people out here hunting deers and stuff, eating veal. What the fuck?
True.
What?
I don't think people really understand what veal is either. I mean, even that's the
baby cow.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
And because it's tender, it's the whole purpose people even eat it or whatever. It's more. So it's what it's just funny to me. It's
people,
funny.
Yeah, people go to the supermarket, they see veal, it's tender. They're seeing it cut in pieces. It's already a piece, like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
So they're not seeing actually what the whole, the first process of it is.
Right. Exactly.
Baby cow taken away from its mom. You feel me?
Yeah. It's a whole process, and there's psychological damage involved there.
With the animals too. Think about it. The cows are very emotional. They have their baby. That's like a huge pride in their life. Seeing the baby taken away, they literally cry and stuff like that. And
jeez.
And I've seen stuff on PETA where they're even abusing the animals in front of they don't care in front of other animals.
Yeah, they're too. Some of that footage, man, it's intense, dude. I gotta look away. And not and I know your videos are educational, and I was really enjoying them. But at the same time, some of that footage is intense because I don't really watch that stuff all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was necessary.
It's a little bit jarring, to say the least. But sometimes you'll be there is that actually what I think it is? You know what I'm saying? But
it was intense, man.
At the same time, my channel is the only place you can ever see any of this kind of content. You feel me? There's no other place. For the most part, I walk across the line. I know not to show too much, but show what's necessary. You feel me?
Yeah. And so speaking of that, so the editing, I love the editing on your videos, man, because you tell a story through your videos.
Appreciate that.
That's important because that makes it feel like an experience. You feel like you learned something, and you also, it took you places. One of the videos I saw, I think it might be the video we just saw a second ago, where at the end of it you had an iguana stuck in your car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that whole process, that editing in that process was amazing, and it was great, and it really, it was I think at the end you just kind of you got it, and you just kind of passed out.
It
faded to black, and that was, to me, that was art. It's beyond that's what art does.
Appreciate that.
It's a concept because dude, art. A lot of people forget. They get so caught up with these numbers and the YouTube numbers and whatever it is. Art is a concept that you just execute. You think about it, it happens, then you bring it out and people react.
True, just like just an example, like an artist, you know, he has a blank canvas, has an image in his mind, and he paints it on there, and then, like you said, he executes, and voila. Hopefully that's what he visioned. I appreciate that, man.
Definitely, man. So what are you editing on?
Okay, so this is gonna sound really crazy, and people think like if you're gonna do YouTube, you're gonna do videos, like
gotta be a pro.
You gotta be a pro. You gotta get a $10,000 camera, get a MacBook, this lottie. Really, like I just keep things simple, man. And I'm filming off. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm filming off cell phones.
Perfect.
Cell phones, you know what I'm saying?
Perfect, dude.
Samsung Galaxies, iPhones. Editing. My favorite app that I use is an app called Viva Video.
I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, super easy. It's like, you know, it's like putting puzzles, like a puzzle together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super easy. You cut what you want, what you don't want, add music, speed it up, do a voiceover. So many different things on one app, and believe it or not, it's really cheap. It's like $15 for the year.
Ouch, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
How do I even frame this? Because this is something that like it doesn't frustrate me, but I understand when people don't know, they don't know. But like a lot of people do think that you need expert equipment and you need to spend $500 on an editing program. And don't get me wrong, those things can get you different types of results. It all depends on what you want to do.
True.
You know, my thing is for tutorials in general, because if you just got to know what you want to do. If you want to record a podcast. Because some people are like, I want to make a podcast. It's like, all right, you can't just type that in because that's hard. They're going to give you 1,000 options and you're going to get overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. And for you, like, yeah, all you know what you want to do is you want to cut the videos. You want to zoom in once in a while. You want to do this and that once in a while. You're not like adding, fire in the background and doing all sorts of crazy editing because you don't need that, So it just find what you need for your needs.
Exactly. Whatever works for you. You feel me?
Yeah. And your videos look amazing. So it's
just
like
whatever works,
Yeah. So how long does it typically take you to edit footage? How much footage are you capturing?
Oh my gosh, man. So right now I'm taking a break from posting because I myself am overwhelmed with just the amount of footage that I collect on the daily because it's dude. Everything that's happening is so interesting to me. I'm fascinated by it. But right now, I mean, it could take me an hour to edit a video, like fully. It depends on how I act it, how I film it. So I can film it. Yeah, I can film it, and I can be like, all right, I messed up. Let me just pause for a second. All right, let me just say exactly what I just said and do it again. So I can it'll be easier to edit it. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome, man.
So that's about it, man. Yeah.
I like the narration on your videos.
I like I said, man, I try. I like this mic though, man.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Dude, I sound like super smooth on this mic. I need to, on my videos, I'd be screaming. I'd be like, yo, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I need to just. No,
but you're hype. You're out in the world. It's tough, man. Like us, we know we're in a room. When you're out in the world, you want. It's tough, man. Your ambition shows through that. I think it's great. It adds energy, in my opinion. I like it.
I'd be having too much fun out there. But yeah, it's easy for me to get footage because I'm just for me personally, because I'm just always out there. Every day I'm going to an iguana job. I'm teaching somebody how to catch an iguana. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So it's a lot, man.
So did you just get into the animal catching world like randomly, or did you grow up watching like Steve Irwin and all these kind of people?
Yes, I used to watch Steve Irwin. I like Jeff Corwin. Yeah. I like Jeremy Wade, River Monsters. Have you ever seen that one?
That's a newer show, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
There's a lady at my job who loves that show. She talks about it all the time. I feel like I've seen all the episodes because
yeah.
But it sounds fun. I gotta watch it. I don't watch TV and movies. I gotta watch more. I need to consume more media.
True. Me, I don't watch too much movies. If I'm gonna watch something, it's gonna be like documentary style, either about animals, either about First 48, something like that. Like,
definitely.
Like to just see the documentation of it and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. And it's funny because I could tell in the way that you. Not the way that you edit, but the way that you sequence your videos. Like I said, they tell stories, man. Just like those Steve Irwin episodes did, and the Jeff Corwin stuff. It was educational, and they let you know, and they brought you into the experience, And I grew up watching a lot of that stuff. I always found it kind of funny that Steve Irwin and Jeff Corwin have like almost the same name. It's like they were both, they were both amazing, dude. Like they were fun, man. I'm trying to think of like some other stuff. I used to watch Wild Discovery on Discovery Channel.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember like the logo just had like this tiger like rushing at you or something like that. The narrator was always epic.
And I don't know if you remember, but there's a show called Wild Boys.
Oh man! Ooh, you know what's funny? Steve-O. When I was posting the flyer earlier, I was trying to find the Wild Boys music, and it just like I was. Dude, Wild Boys was an amazing show.
Oh yeah, so you know Manny Puig from there, right?
Yeah, right.
Dude,
the guy with the beard that was always in the water with them, right? Yes.
So this year has been an amazing year for me, man. I got to meet a lot of my personal favorite people, including Manny Puig. I got to meet him, and I got to go hunting with him.
What? That's amazing.
Dude,
what an experience.
It was.
How was that?
Incredible, bro. It was like.
What'd you guys hunt?
Okay, so
iguanas?
Yeah, no, we didn't hunt no iguanas. We hunted big game. We hunted wild hogs.
So you're more than an iguana man.
Yeah, well, I got invited.
So much more.
I got invited out, so it was like an opportunity that I just could not, pass up.
I'll hunt anything. Yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm going. They're like, just say less. Just tell me where to go. I'm going. So I went there. We hunted wild hogs. We hunted alligators. We hung out the whole entire weekend, told stories at the campfire, made s'mores.
That's sick.
Got to see all his weapons that he hand makes and stuff like that.
Whoa. No way.
Yeah, and
hand makes weapons.
Yeah, dude, he told us so much stories about just a lot of things, bro. About Steve-O, about his
that's gotta be wild.
His adventures.
That's fun though, because in what he does, telling stories is almost part of the culture. It's like you build up these events in your own journeys, and then you socialize with other people that do that, and you exchange these stories, and it's kind of like. It's like people exchanging Pokemon cards in a funny way. You know what I mean? When we're younger, but we just do that with like stories. It's amazing. It's kind of like, check this one out, check that one out.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's fun. Nobody's competing. It's fun. I love that.
It's just experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's just, some of that stuff is like, if you like. But you would never hear it unless you heard it from him,
Yeah, dude.
It's only a few heirs have heard like the stories that we've heard and shared with vice versa, and just with everybody,
And it inspires you. It makes you want to do more stuff. I bet you have so many video ideas after talking to him, because you think of like man, I gotta try this. This makes you want to do more. This makes me hungry.
Oh yeah.
That's the way it should be, dude.
Manny, his style is like he likes to be primitive.
Oh.
So his thing, he likes to be like, like man versus beast, just very primitive with primitive tools, like no guns, nothing like that.
So what did you use to hunt the hogs?
Okay, well, the hog, because we were with a charter, I guess, so to speak.
Cool.
So we were hunting them with a rifle, basically.
Nice.
So, but we finished it off with a spear.
Oh.
With one of Manny's spears, finished it off.
Whoa.
And then the gator, so the gator, you got to go fishing for gators. You get like
this is like Far Cry.
You get like a fishing rod, and it's got like a hook.
This is amazing.
It's got like 3 hooks, and it's got a sinker. You cast it, you reel. When you feel the gator, you I guess you set the hook on the gator. Fight the gator, which is if you hook him in the backside, you're going to be fighting him for hours.
Yeah,
it's intense.
How do you even fight a what?
Yeah.
With a what?
Yes.
What are you using again?
Were you a fishing rod?
Okay, I was just making sure I heard right.
Okay.
A fishing rod. Okay.
A fishing rod to fight a gator.
That's insane. So how did that go?
It was crazy. My friend was fighting him, and it took him like 30 minutes to catch him. And then after we caught him, they wanted to, euthanize the animal primitive style. Usually, if you ever watch Swamp People, they use guns and stuff like that. They actually have like a gun. It's like a stick. You just like put it on the gator's, or you just like touch it in a certain spot and it just fires.
Whoa.
But we actually put the gator out. We actually put the gator out with an axe. So when we got him,
cool.
First we had a trident. We speared him, got him, pulled him up, and then just finished him one time, one shot. Gator was done, and then we had gator bites for like 3 weeks.
Yes.
So much gator.
How big was the gator, if you remember?
The gator was about 8 feet.
That's a healthy one.
Oh yeah.
Damn. All right.
So that was something like that. I'm pretty sure like meeting Manny and going hunting with him is on like probably millions of people's bucket list. So
dude.
I just feel really blessed to have that opportunity to go meet him in person. Like this is a guy that I grew up watching with Steve Irwin, with Jeff Corwin. And
they did amazing stuff.
He's local. Yeah, he did so much stuff. He's local over here, and got to meet him.
So Wild Boys, they were here in Florida for a lot of that?
Yep.
No way.
And then they went on tours and stuff.
Didn't even know that. That's sick, man. That was a fun show, dude. I remember that a lot, and that was a fun day and age. It was a fun age because to me, your videos. It's funny when I was watching your videos, I got this awesome feeling of like you're a TV show. Like that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. Like we're blessed these days to be able to have the equipment and the technology that we have, to where you don't need these contracts and TV channels and all this kind of bullshit. You You make your own videos, you put them all together, you put it out, and it's just, I love this underground TV vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so awesome. And it's not underground. It's on YouTube and it's out there. But I'm just saying that it's like it's not
networked or too regulated and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're not turning on a remote and going to a channel.
Yeah.
You know, like you watch it when you want, like you consume it at your pace, and that's awesome, man. So it's just, I don't know, I just think it's super cool, man, and it's something that made me. I was excited to have you on today because, you know, like you do the underground TV, and in a way, it's a goal of mine is to try to get to that level in my head, you know, to where I think like this is that. You know, I like having these cool conversations with cool people that do cool things. You know what I mean? Is that is that so hard?
It was an honor. Like I said, when you told me you wanted me to come here, and I was super stoked, man.
Yeah, and you know what? This has been in the works for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad everything works out in the right way because, man, like, you know, I remember when you started your YouTube channel a little while ago. Maybe not started, but when you were a while back.
Yeah. It, you know, everything just takes time, and you like.
It's beautiful.
Consistency and do you like?
You've been killing it, bro.
It's like, do you really want it? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people will post stuff, it's not getting the views, and guess what happens? They get discouraged, and it didn't do good, and that's it. They fail and they stop. You want to hear something funny? Me and my girl was talking about this. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest players of all time.
You might have heard of him.
You guys might have heard. I think I'm wearing his shoes right now. But anyways, his first time trying out for his high school basketball team, he got dropped.
You know what I mean?
He got dropped, and he went in there with all the pride in the world, his chest out, thinking he's gonna make it, this and that. And for whatever reason, he got dropped. But you know what? He didn't let that discourage him. He went back to the gym. He kept working out. He kept doing this. He kept doing that. Came back next year, tried it. He got on. He didn't start, but then he kept going. So the thing is, like, everything in life is consistency. If you really want something, you can do it. It's the question is do you really want it?
There you have it, guys.
Do you really want it?
And, you know, there's always these like shut up, let's talk, you know, missing links. I like to call them because always, you know, there's always awesome knowledge that everybody drops, and that is one of the biggest ones, man. That you just got to keep going, dude. You got to have fun too.
You got to have fun.
Gotta have fun. Like you're having a good time. Like it shows. You know what I mean? There's no way to hide having a good time.
Yeah.
Like it's funny to me when you know you watch some people's things and it's just like, are you even enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
You know, and it's not not to criticize people because everybody has beginnings and everybody has a hump that you have to kind of get over.
True.
So we all develop into the person that we.
You gotta understand, like life is like, you know, it's like you gotta just go with the flow.
Yeah.
You can't fight it. If things aren't going your way, you know what? Like tomorrow's a new day. Wake up with a smile. Try something different. Do this. Do that. Maybe, you know, whatever. Like you gotta just keep going, man. And you gotta understand too. Life is like it's like a river. It has flow, but also it's like the tides of the ocean. There's going to be low tide. There's going to be high tide. There's going to be a king tide where there's so much things going on that you can't even do anything. And then, you know, you got to appreciate when it's low. You got to appreciate when it's high. You got to appreciate all that stuff. But you got to stay humble, though, you know?
Stay humble and adapt.
That's it.
Just adapt, man. Just got to adapt. Because, you know, what's funny in today's world? I know I've said that a million times today. It's like, you know what's funny? It's all funny, guys. It's all funny. To me, man, like we live in a world of like algorithms and, you know, these funny YouTube tags and all these stupid things that we have to worry about. That it's so ridiculous. But yeah, you have to just stay consistent, man. At the end of the day, you're building up a good community of people. Is what I've seen the most. You're building up a good community, and that's the heart of anything.
Yeah,
is a community. You know, you want people that are gonna visit your videos, people that react, and you're getting a reaction out of people. That's what actual art does. Gets reactions out of people. It does. It's people lose sight of that these days, man. People go to like get these art degrees and do all this kind of stuff, which I'm not hating on, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out that just make the people react.
Yeah, if you like something, you're not. You know what I'm saying? If you make something and somebody likes it, that's a reaction right there. They enjoy it, man. You know. So if you're doing stuff, you're doing art, you know, whatever, videos. If people are liking it, then that's good. You know. And if people don't like it and they voice it on comments, that's still good too.
I think that's even better in ways, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's this funny theory that the people that dislike, the people that like send you bad comments, they actually like you. It's just, it's funny. It's like they want to like you, but there's something in them that says, "I wish you were more like what I wanted." You know, it's weird. Like for example, somebody will comment and be like, "Talks too slow." For example, whoever it is, what they're really saying is, "I wish you talked faster, and then I'd love you."
Exactly.
Isn't it weird, right?
Yeah. So you know, all feedback is good, positive, negative. So if somebody's like, "Oh man, you should have did this or you should have did that," you can kind of consider that. But you know, it's still, like you said, it's a reaction. You know, art. Even though, like, if we made a painting, they could have been like, "Oh, you should have made his hair blonde instead of pink or whatever."
Exactly. And you and you said it earlier, so you have to adapt. You have to like work with it because I'm sure you could ignore it and be like, "Oh, this guy's an asshole," and forget about it, or you could maybe, why don't you just open up another file, copy it over, change the hair to yellow, send the guy a comment and say, guess what? Here's the yellow version. If you like it, check it out.
Yeah. That too.
And you could, you don't have to cater to everybody, but at the same time, build your community.
Exactly.
If you don't care about the people, who are you making videos for? Yourself?
True, you got to.
I'm just saying, but we do this for the people.
We do. But here's another thing though too. Like, people are gonna like criticize you on whatever you do. You're doing good, you're doing bad. You're not going to be able to make everybody happy. You can make the most perfectest thing that you've taken everybody's consideration. Guess what? There's a handful of people out there going to be like, nope, I didn't like it. Or, oh, you should have did this. Oh, you're not going to make everybody happy. The most important thing is you got to make yourself happy.
Yes.
On my YouTube channel, like, I don't have to post any of these videos or anything like that. I do it because these are more than less memories for me.
Yes.
And I'm sharing them with people. And, whoever wants to watch it, cool. Whoever doesn't, cool. If you want to subscribe, cool. If you don't, cool. There's nothing personal. This has nothing to do. It's for you guys to enjoy, but this is for me looking back. I'm going to be an old man one day. You know what I'm saying? I could look back at these videos and be like, you know what, man? Like, out there, like, when those iguanas were taking over, like, hey, I was out there,
man,
doing my thing, Like, it's for me because I like I said, especially, like, okay, the kind of content that I make, half the people love it, half the people hate it. So even if they hate it, they still subscribe and they still watch it, even though they're hate watching or hate liking or whatever,
They're still there.
Exactly. I can't,
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. Pull my hair out, trying to make everybody.
You're already making all the content. You're already spending all your time there. What are we supposed? Then we're supposed to please the people. They tell you to jump, and we're supposed to ask how high.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Hard.
It doesn't work like that, man. I gotta, like I guess I do my best to answer everybody and to change certain things, but ultimately you're not gonna make everybody happy. So it doesn't really, in that sense, long term, it doesn't matter.
I agree. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, man.
But I'm glad that you put it that way, because in a way, we share that same thought, because I've thought the same thing, that like, these are memories for us, and one day, we are going to be old people, and maybe some of us are not going to be around anymore, and then when they look back, they're going to think like, and they're going to look you up, and your friends, your family, your fans are going to look up this interview, and they'll get to be like, oh man, he said this story at this time, and they'll look it up, and that's awesome. We get to have our time capsule, and it just gets to.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to see it gets to see it. It's the coolest thing ever.
Life is short, man. Life is short. You got to go out there. You got to have fun. Do what you want. Your passion. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to try. You got to, you got to understand things take time, but try, have fun, smile. Life is great, man. You got to go out there, breathe a nice breath full of fresh air, drink your coffee, and like smile.
Hell yeah, dude.
People stressing you out, laugh at that. People are sending you negative stuff, laugh at that.
I agree. Dude.
Don't absorb. Don't let people. People's negativity take you over. You know that you're enjoying your life and you're having fun, and that's it. It's not promised. Don't take it for granted.
Nah, man, it's true, man. And we see people like people lose somebody every day, and we get to I don't know. We're supposed to learn from it, and we're supposed to do our best. So just it's just. We're getting to a funny, sappy place here on the show, but I like it because it's true, guys. Don't take yourself so seriously. Take yourself seriously enough to get some shit done, but don't, but also have fun with it all, man. I love it, dude. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad to be able to create and have a good time and do all this kind of stuff.
Sure,
so what do you do on your spare time besides all the iguana hunting, man? What do you video games, hobbies, music?
I was thinking about getting in like a Nintendo Switch or something like that, but honestly, bro, I don't even have time, man. I'd like to be playing it. I have all these good video games at the house. I want to play them, but sometimes I find myself watching YouTube videos of other people playing it. I don't know.
I'm with you, man. I've been there, dude. Yeah.
Sometimes it's funner just to watch them. It's kind of, we got
look at him. We got an intruder alert. You're the one that went to him. What are you talking about?
Hey, buddy.
He's meowing at you. It's like he's the one showing up. Well, there's like an initiation going on. So he's like,
on my free time, man, I've been hitting the gym lately. I've been not partying lately, not drinking, staying out late, trying to get my body in shape, take care of my body. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's not a car, because, you know, you gotta take care of yourself.
No, that's true, man.
And I'm hoping next year, you know, I'll be able to take myself. Ooh, this cat's getting frisky now.
He is. Can you cut it out, buddy? No more.
She's getting a little frisky.
He is getting a little
frisky. But I'm just trying to take care of myself, man. I'm trying to get in shape, and that's it, man.
Nah, that's honestly, I gotta start doing the same thing. No more Taco Bell for lunch, damn it! Everybody send me a message and tell me to stop. Tell me to stop eating Taco Bell for lunch. Everybody tell me to stop, because no, it is an issue. No, and not to, you know, not to put it lightly, but it's true, man. Like, you know, like, so I think about the beer. I think about all the food. And today is National Cheeseburger Day, by the way. So yeah, you know, that might not be out of the question, but still, man.
Just where I'm at in my life, everybody does, like you said, things at their own pace, or when it's the right time, you know, for them.
Oh, come on, come on.
Is it he or she?
It's a boy.
Oh, well, he likes me.
He does like you. He's unbelievable, man. He's so funny. My cat is such a brat, dude. There's a reason why those words rhyme.
Well, that's it, man. I'm just trying to keep it righteous. I'm just trying to do what I got to do. Like next season of the Iguana Man is gonna be season 3, so I'm trying to be in shape. You know, maybe, you know, be at the beach with the iguanas. I don't want to be, you know, be in shape, be fit.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Stuff like that. Like I said, this year I've accomplished so much that it's like, you know, for me to take it to the next level, this is, you know, this is it. This is what I want to do, you know.
Yeah, that's a good goal to have, bro. Like, you know, to try to be healthy, because then you can get the body and the mind connection that's not a joke.
Yeah,
that exists. Like, there's a reason why that phrase exists. There's a reason why there's a little plus in the middle.
Yeah,
body plus mind. You know, it's like people group it together so you don't forget it with that plus sign.
Yeah.
No, that's true, man. It exists, because and I think I've lost sight of that halfway. You know, like lately I've just been eating like such a pig, dude. Been eating like such an asshole.
It's
I can't stop it.
Man.
I can't stop.
What I've been doing lately is like
I love pizza.
Yeah, I actually had pizza today with my girl. You know what? Usually we go to like what's that place called, like Piezone or no, Pyology or something like that.
Oh, you know, there's one like right across the street. I haven't gone there yet.
Yeah, it's like you build your own pizza. It's like $7. You get to put whatever you want and all this stuff and make it, you know, as dank as you want it.
That's amazing. I need maximum dankage on that pizza. Damn it.
Usually, you need
maximum dankage. Oh man, no, Dankerage, Alaska. Damn it.
You need to go there and check it out. But here's me. Usually, me and my girl will go there and we'll get our own pies. But today we got one pie and we split it. You see what I'm saying?
What's the Iguana Man pizza, by the way?
The Iguana Man pizza. I'm staying away right now. I'm staying away from beef. I'm staying away from pork. So just a little chicken, veggies. I'm still, you know, just regular cheese. But they have like, dude, they have like so much different cheese there. They have like feta cheese. They have goat cheese.
Oh.
They have mascarpone or whatever you want, or a whole bunch of different dank cheeses you can put on your pizza and just make it ridiculous, basically.
Dank levels at an all-time high, David. That's amazing, dude. I gotta try Pyology. Pyology, man. I've been stuck on the Pizza Hut. You know, I need to eat some better pizza these days. What's your favorite pizza, man? Deep dish? New York?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm a big fan of pizza. But now if I'm gonna consume it, like I said, I gotta just like, you know,
these days,
yeah, I gotta watch for the pepperoni and all that good stuff.
I know, man. I was just praising chicken pizza earlier today.
Chicken.
I like chicken pizza. A lot of people are like, "What are you talking about? Why'd you put chicken on a pizza?" Why not chicken on a pizza? I think it's good. It's nice. It's light. It doesn't feel as heavy as, like, you know, meatballs on your pizza.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, I don't know. We started talking about food because I started getting the, you know, I got the munchies. Everybody, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. I got the maximum munchie levels at an all-time high. Damn it. So, Iguana burgers. It's National Cheeseburger Day.
Iguana burger. See, if I would have known that, I would have definitely, you know, came up with something like.
So Iguana burgers exist. You have a video of that.
Yeah, I did do Iguana burgers. More like sliders.
Yeah,
they were small burgers, but I just ordered like this grinder. So I'll be filleting some iguanas next time I go, you know, harvesting them.
So tell us about the cooking. How did you learn how to cook iguana? Like, do you just learn it as you go, or like did you like?
Yeah.
Do people in your family cook that you learned off of?
Yeah.
The uncle with the cool shoes. Yeah. You know, they always had the with the strap, or like the buckle shoes. Like everybody, you know, it's a brown people thing, man.
Yeah, we wear those.
Gotta have the shoes. I got them somewhere. I got a pair of my own. The cookout shoes. Yeah.
My uncle, he in Trinidad, iguana is actually a delicacy, like super delicacy. They're native there, but they're basically hunted to almost like record low numbers because, you know, like the people, they live on an island, so they are like hunting all the time. if it's in season or not.
Nice.
And right now, an iguana, if you were to go buy an iguana in Trinidad, it costs like 10 times the amount of a chicken. So it's pretty expensive.
Wow.
Let's say a chicken's like $100. Iguana is like $1,000.
Yeah. Whoa.
So that's like a really fancy
Some good stuff out there. Yeah. That's what's up. Why is that so? Is it held in high regard, or it's like you gotta know how to make it? So
it's expensive because right now it's getting rare out there, and they're hunting iguana. They're eating.
It's getting
iguanas.
rare out there.
Yeah, and they're everywhere.
Why don't you guys come over here and get some?
For real.
Well, we need to find a. You got to work out some sort of exporting, like
gotta figure something out.
Some iguana restaurant supply chain.
Yeah. They're eating them like this big, which are like small, like baby, basically.
What in the
and
world?
Over here in Florida, we're getting them. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, that's like
huge. Like
that's like a big hug.
Yeah,
that's like a
huge.
You know, yeah, that's wild.
Well, iguanas, there's different ways you can cook them. If you are gonna, FWC is actually telling people if you're gonna catch iguanas, you might as well eat it because it's delicacy. In Latin American countries, they call it the chicken of the tree. Yeah, it's like a tree chicken.
Chicken of the sea. Chicken of the tree. I like it.
Chicken of the tree.
That's awesome.
For a very good reason, because if you were to fry it, like the best part of the iguana to eat are the arms, the thighs, and the best part is the tail. The tail is absolute most tender piece of the iguana.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
If you were to skin it, bread it, fry it up, you'd probably think you're eating a piece of chicken.
Wow. What's your preferred way to eat iguana?
My preferred way, if you're gonna eat it, if you want to eat it whole.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I had to let one of those get there.
If you want to eat it whole, just kill it.
I shouldn't have done that.
It's okay. Just take it, kill it, and basically just grill it with the skin on. Barbecue it with the skin on. So charcoal, fire it up, get it hot, skin it, take the head off, take the claws, and just put it on the grill. You can season the inside if you want. So basically, it will cook inside the skin.
Whoa.
And then you'll know the iguana's done after probably 30 minutes when the iguana's kind of stiff. You put it to cool, and then the skin will literally just peel off. Like, it will just peel off, and the meat inside will be like tender, like pulled pork. You can just pick at it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's got a beautiful natural flavor. Just as
I gotta try it one of these days. It's just tough, man. Like seeing the shape of that iguana, like when they do like the rotisserie thing and you just see the thing, it's like I don't know. It's like when you get to see the fish's face, you're like I don't know. I don't want to see the eyes looking at me, even if they're like cooked. It's jarring. We used the word earlier.
Jarring, absolutely, man. And this whole thing is just the whole iguana hunting, eating iguanas. This whole thing is completely outside the box. I'll admit it. I'm the Iguana Man. I'll admit that it's completely outside the box. It sounds super far-fetched. It sounds this, but over here in Florida, since we're dealing with them like so crazily, we're trying to figure out better ways what to do with them after you catch them. Yeah. Instead of because you're not allowed to, after you catch an iguana, you're not allowed to release it back.
Oh really? It's part of that rule.
Yeah, you're not allowed to release it back.
There's like something with like snakefish or whatever they're called. They're like it's the same deal, right?
Yeah. Here's the funny thing with snakeheads now.
Snakeheads. Yeah.
Snakefish. I call them snakeheads. Here's the funny thing with them though. They're saying now that you're allowed to catch them and re-release them back in the body of water that you caught them, even though they are invasive. So this whole thing is like just very gray, man. It's a very gray area type of thing. They're
still working at that, right? I guess too many people have probably gotten in trouble for like releasing it. Somebody sued. So they're like, this is costing us too much money. Let them put them back in the fucking water. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Too much responsibility for the normal people. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We expected you to just kill them. But too much to ask. Yeah, that's crazy though.
So another controversial thing is that we're dealing with is like, because I'm aware of all this stuff and like I'm kind of like in the middle of it, so I'm on like all sides of it. Yeah. I understand everything. Like I'm not I'll kill all the iguanas, save all the iguanas. I understand that what's going on for the ecosystem in Florida, but basically people are saying that if you catch them you're supposed to kill them, but people are saying that's against their moral code. You see what I'm saying? It's not morally right to kill something if you're not going to eat it or you're not going to do something with it.
I'm with you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm kind of on that.
I feel that. Yeah. I don't want to have to kill something. Like
exactly. I don't need. It's not necessary to kill something unless you're going to eat it. You feel me? Right. You don't want to go out there and you're killing a bunch of animals, whether they're like pigeons or snakefish or iguanas. You don't want to just be out there killing them and just, I killed them. All right, great. I feel good. Let me pat myself on the back.
Yeah, it's a strange way to think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like to draw parallels in my life, and it's like if I thought that way about anything else, I'd be scared of myself.
Exactly. Like,
you know what I mean?
Like, Exactly, bro.
It's like, gotta do this for a reason.
Exactly. Like I like, you know, like we do catch and release on fish all the time. People are catching what, you know what I'm saying? But the iguanas, like, I just feel that's the only sad thing about it is like, you know, they want to kill them, but it's not, you know, a lot of people are thinking that's not morally right. You know,
have you bumped into situations where you've seen people trying to kill them like inhumanely, and you have to be like, yo, chill out?
Yeah, I've seen some videos on the internet, some kids putting iguanas in shopping carts and crashing them, and
whoa, what the fuck?
And the iguana's on the floor and they're like throwing a basketball at its head, and like just a whole bunch, and that really got me, you know, really pissed. Yeah, I was like, I felt sad after that.
Messed up, man.
And that was right after FWC said open hunting season for iguanas, kill them all.
So figures, right?
Yeah, exactly. So instead of them, you know, people doing it the right way and being like, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. Nah, they did something really extreme to kind of like, I don't know if they were mocking FWC or just saying, oh yeah, it's the rule that we're allowed to do this. Boom, 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 and then putting it on the internet.
Like these people that are like licking ice cream. It's like, oh come on, oh what? Did everybody get that one? That was amazing. Like a little Pokemon on the side.
He is like a little.
Hey,
Pokemon.
all right.
No, he's cool.
He likes you though.
He's cool. We're just playing.
He's hanging out with you. That's crazy, man.
He's cool.
That's so funny, man.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, he
just hissed at me.
Oh, son of a bitch. He's such a little.
I should have bought him a little iguana to play with.
I know, man. I'm telling you. You know, I've seen him try to like chase after some lizards here and there. He does his thing.
This cat. I don't know if he's territorial or something like that. You think? Yeah.
He definitely is. He definitely is.
Because he's like literally like right next to me, and he's staring right in my eyes right now. Oh, whoa.
Hey!
Whoa.
Sorry to all the Spotify listeners who just like,
It's okay.
Thankfully, I have a compressor on this so it doesn't go past peak. So we could scream and it'll stay at like 0. It doesn't go red.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool.
Nice. That's what this is right here?
Well, this prevents like the P's and the S's from like, you know, sounding crazy. Like if we say the letter P, like all the bass doesn't just hit the mic.
P. Okay. And B's, I guess, too, right?
P's, B's, S's, F's, you know? Oh, come on.
Here, let me see this cat toy.
This guy's unbelievable.
Yeah, but, you know,
anyway,
for the most part, man, I'm just out here trying to, you know, my main thing is educating people about the iguanas and the homeowners. You know, a lot of people are having issues with them, so I'm just trying to show them different ways to go about, you know, protecting their property and stuff.
I'm glad to hear it, man.
I just do a little video. It's not, you know, I just have fun. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've just been fascinated with, you know, doing videos of fishing and this, and you know, ever since I got into the iguanas, like, my YouTube channel, by the way, used to be a fishing channel.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. That's what's up. Because I remember I've seen some fish and maybe some snakes too, right? Did you do like one with the snake?
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing some, you know, some footage a while back about that. Some awesome stuff.
It used to be a fishing channel, and then one day
what was that called? Do you still have it?
No, I changed it.
Okay.
To iguanas after I took my uncle fishing, and this is so ridiculous.
This is amazing. I love this. Is Shut Up, Let's Talk right here. This is cat toys on the side while we're podcasting. I love it.
Hey, it's keeping him entertained though. So
yeah, this cat is like this. That's unbelievable. He's an obstacle, I tell you.
I love that cat. He's so cool. I need him on my iguana hunting fleet.
Yeah, dude, he would do some damage, dude. He's hyper aggressive. He's pretty cool though. He's badass. He's badass.
So the fishing channel. Okay, so we used to do fishing videos. And then I took my uncle fishing. We were catching little bass like this. We saw all these iguanas on the canal. He's like, "Yo, let's go back to the house." He's like, "You want to know how to catch? He's like, "We should go catch some iguanas." I'm like, "All right." Went back to the house, made our first iguana catch pole, and within like 20 minutes, we had like 3 or 4 giant iguanas in the boat.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Did a little video on it. I'm just recording. I'm like, "Oh, hey, look, we got an iguana." Jumps in the boat. He's going crazy. "Oh, we got him. We got another one, la la la." Put it on YouTube, didn't think anything of it. I'm like, yo, this is like, I don't have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube channel was slow growing, getting like probably 10 views a day or something like that, whatever video I post. It's a slow grind, but you got to start somewhere, you know?
Got to get it out the mud.
I put the video on, I checked on it a week later, that thing had like over 1,000 views.
Yes.
So after that, I knew.
Congrats on that moment.
Yeah, I knew something. You know, there's something very unique.
Something good there
with the iguanas. So I just.
You hit something good, man. Because like I said, it's educational. A lot of people are learning, and then people get to emotionally react, which you know you want that because you want people to just be involved and invested. It's not about trying to be cheap and get reactions. It's about doing something you feel, and then this thing also provokes thought, critical thinking.
Absolutely.
You want that, man. What's the future for Iguana Man, man, within the channel?
Future for Iguana Man, I'm planning to do some traveling, probably do some more videos in the Keys, Miami.
Sweet.
Maybe like the west coast of Florida too. Awesome, I know they're having an issue with iguanas in like Naples and Marco Island. I've never been there, so I'll do a little road trip there.
That'd be awesome. That's cool.
At some point I want to go to the Bahamas.
Yeah, I was gonna say like some international iguana man.
Some point I would like to go to the Bahamas. That'd be tight. Catch some iguanas out there. They have them.
Yeah.
Help out the people and do
yes. Oh yes. Oh, geez, sorry. Especially after these days, right? Like try to figure out some sort of way to like, maybe. Yeah, I gotta figure.
Right now, it's really tough over there on some of those islands. I mean,
definitely, man.
The whole place is leveled. I mean, people have lost everything.
How's everything back home for you? And the hurricane, is everything cool with the family back home?
In Trinidad?
Yeah.
Trinidad is good. I think there could be like a tropical storm headed there that way. But they do pretty good with the storms for the most part.
All right, that's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, because thankfully I haven't heard of any damage. So that's good. You want that.
Yeah.
No news is good news.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. Yeah, the future for.
And okay, here's another cool thing. So there's actually an iguana cookbook out there. Oh. It's called Key West Killers Iguana Cookbook. Oh. So it has over 200 recipes for iguanas, how to cook them. This probably came from one of the OG iguana hunters from the Keys.
Whoa.
That's where the problem really started, was in Key West and in Homestead, and then they started migrating up here because there's more fresh water, there's more, there's lakes everywhere, canals everywhere. They can burrow, new colonies can be everywhere.
End up in your backyard.
Yeah, end up anywhere.
End up in your toilet.
I've seen it. They're like digging, going in people's pipes and going up.
It's the fucking nightmare, dude.
It's ridiculous. So
bite you right in the ball sack. You'd be like, that's the nightmare, dude.
There might be a point, and iguanas are even burrowing under people's houses. So another issue with here's a couple issues with the iguana.
What the fuck?
They're eating native plants. They're digging along canal banks, which could push canal banks back, make infrastructure not strong anymore, bridges, pump stations, stuff like that.
Right.
They're defecate where they congregate. They poop a lot. And their poop is it could be fertilizer, but too much of it will actually make everything barren around it. It'll make it brown.
Oh, toxic.
Just over, what I'm saying?
Wild, yeah.
And then another issue that people are having is iguanas are starting to dig under their houses, on the side of their houses, under the foundation.
Dude, it's like they're surrounding us.
Exactly. So it hasn't happened yet, and I hope it doesn't. I honestly hope it doesn't. But it is possible that somebody's house could sinkhole one of these days.
Dude, that'd be the craziest thing ever, man. Yeah, then what's funny? It's until one of those moments where people are gonna be like, all right, now we need to do something. I just lost my $1 million investment, and now we're gonna have to put something into place, man. So they're a problem, guys. What have we learned today on Shut Up Let's Talk, episode 93, featuring Iguana Man today? We have learned that iguanas are a problem in Florida. They're becoming an overpopulation problem. Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt myself. What do iguanas eat, man? Because I got to see what they eat in your videos, and I was surprised that they eat fruits.
They're eating everything, man. Every kind of grass, every kind of flower, every kind of fruit. They don't eat citrus.
Oh, okay.
They don't eat citrus.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
But they're eating everything, man. They love mangoes. They love the hibiscus flower. They love, if not, they'll just eat grass.
Wow.
It's crazy. They eat grass.
Oh, yeah, because they're digging and doing all that stuff. They're probably just eating stuff along the way.
They're just eating, digging.
Jesus, man.
Doing a whole bunch
monsters,
of
man. Little
stuff.
Godzillas, man. Everybody sort it out. Figure out what we're going to do, man. Anyway, man. So how do you like your first podcast today, my man?
Oh, it's awesome,
how'd it go?
Man.
Thank you so much for coming by today, man. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem, man.
Man, episode 93 of Shut Up Let's Talk, folks. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for hanging out tonight. Much appreciated. Everybody feel free to go. If they want to follow Iguana Man, where can they follow you at, brother?
Just go on YouTube. Just type in Iguana.
Yeah.
Don't even type in Iguana Man. Just type in Iguana.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I did it earlier, and you'll see the results of that.
Yeah, just type in Iguana Man on YouTube.
It's awesome.
Go ahead, check out the channel if you guys want. Subscribe and put the bell notification on all, so when I do post a new video, you'll get updated. New video is gonna come out next week. And one more thing, I have the Iguana cookbook on its way. It has like 200 recipes, so we'll be exploring that on season 3 and a whole bunch of other good stuff. But just want to say thank you guys for watching, though.
Well, thank you for letting us watch you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. If you guys want to follow me, it's at Alizar Chand. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Shut Up Let's Talk. Shut Up Let's Talk all over the interweb, the webosphere, the interglobe, whatever you guys want to type it, www. Google it. And oh, look, my cat just fell in love with your tripod. This is amazing. My cat is like rubbing his face and stuff all up on the tripod. You sick bastard. Anyway, guys, love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street, and before my cat chews your thing up. We will catch you folks on the flip side, man. Later.